You're watching continuing storm team coverage on Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11.
Welcome back to our coverage, our extended coverage of today's dramatic flooding episodes in mostly southern Jefferson County, but throughout the Kentuckiana area today. We're going to be showing you live pictures from Sky 11 in the boxed insert at the bottom of the screen so you can keep track of some of the areas that we're covering tonight. Of course, as we mentioned to you earlier, Fairdale, and Julie Koenig was just showing you that area. The water has not receded there. It is still up to the houses, and we're going to go there now.
And Julie has been hovering Sky 11 right now over the Glengarry subdivision. We want to go up the road a piece, National Turnpike, also in Fairdale, to Donna Lacey, who's reporting live on the situation there, where she has been talking to people, officials, and also evacuees. Donna? Donna does not have audio at this point. We'll get right back to Donna.
I think we've been on since 7 o'clock this morning, and that's the first microphone that hasn't worked today, so we were bound to run into trouble at some point here, but we'll have her in a moment.
And these are, again, pictures from Sky 11 flying over that Glengarry subdivision. You can see in the lower part of the screen. I think we're going to go live to Julie Koenig, if Julie Koenig is ready, in Sky 11 to talk about this amazing sight from the air. Julie?
Yes, Melissa. First of all, we need to make a correction. We believed we were over Glengarry. This is actually Windsor Place. Windsor Place. And as I've said before, once you add a little brown water around some of these neighborhoods, if they don't have a big sign on them, they begin to look very similar. Windsor Place is the neighborhood that we are flying over. We have been watching neighbors help neighbors. Once again, there's two folks wearing white T-shirts down in a canoe, and they basically, for the last 30 minutes that we have been here, have just paddled up and down and up and down. They make a trip up, they grab some people or they grab some belongings, and then they bring them down to where some trucks are in a slightly drier and more elevated part of the neighborhood. We saw an LG&E truck go by, and if you notice, there are lights on, so these folks still have electricity. But gosh, it makes you nervous when this much water is surrounded by any kind of electrical power supply. They still have electricity, though, and that's going to be coming in handy as it continues to get dark. It's gotten much darker since we were up here, you know, just before the 5:30 half hour of the news began. It's just so incredible. I mean, it's hard to find the words to explain what this looks like from up here. You really have an appreciation for the force of nature and how things can turn on a dime. You know, it's March, and we look forward to this time of the year because it's warmer, and we think, you know, we might have dodged the bullet. We weren't going to get a big serious snowstorm, and then lo and behold, here we are.
Gary and I often call March the cruelest month because it is the month more than any other, I believe, that can fool you. You think it may be warm, you'll get a blizzard, and you'll often get flooding and tornadoes and all kinds of weather havoc during the month of March. So we're always very leery of it. I saw, I'm seeing an interesting thing down there. The cars parked so close to the houses in that one situation, and I've seen a lot of roads blocked also around this subdivision. I understand this is Windsor Place now, but cars that were not inundated were parked very, very close to the houses, as far from the water as they can get. Do we have a situation where some vehicles may actually be trapped in certain situations? They cannot get out?
That could very well be the case. I think in some cases these homes appear to have been built up a bit from the roadway, so there was apparently maybe a ditch that runs in front of them, and the houses are high enough that they are out of the water, but perhaps some homeowners who thought, you know, I have a car, I don't have a truck, I can't get this vehicle out with doing some serious damage to it, just parked the car as close as they could to the house, realizing that maybe it would be okay, and then they just decided to walk out, or maybe they got a ride from the guys in the canoe. That's as good an explanation as we have up here.
And can you tell me, from the air at one point, we thought we were over Glengarry subdivision. This is actually Windsor Place. I take it these are relatively close together then?
Yes, they are. We are in the vicinity of the Gene Snyder, and just about everywhere along here you're going to find some incredible pictures of lots of water. We're not too far from Ferndale High School in that